What up, Houston Texans fans? We got a dub. It wasn't pretty.
I called it by 3.
Dinero. It was something. There was some good, there was some bad, there was some ugly, there was some fights, there was everything that you want. Yeah, everything you want before a bye week. Division game, you knew it was gonna be chippy. It got real chippy real quick. There was a lot of jawing. Where you want to start with? Offense, defense, special teams, coaching, the hit.
I don't think there's anything to talk about but the hit. Like, honestly, if you watch that game, it feels like it never started. It's like, what are we gonna do? Some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were just doing less shit. That's all it was.
Shit.
No,
all I saw was a pick and then the hit. So
yeah, I took a nap during the game. The third.
I watched every play.
On my fucking
it felt like it never got going.
My TV provider fucking went out, so I had to watch it on Red Zone, and they showed up like 3 times because they weren't doing anything. They were never in the red zone, really.
Yeah, I feel like I did.
We were in the red zone. See, that's the thing. Is like we were like you had 2 drives of 10 plays that ended in a punt. Like, how the fuck does that happen? This is retarded.
Well, I mean, it could. See, the thing is, not just kidding. I don't know. They keep saying they have a lot of cleanup. They have a lot to fix, which we know this. We know this is true. Y'all, they've played offensively. They've played bad, like in some shape or form every game. There's like a quarter they do good, and then I mean, they finally got a touchdown the second half, so I guess that's good. But it just feels like the offense.
I don't think CJ played bad today. That's the thing.
No, he didn't.
We just didn't do enough. Like, we didn't feel like we did a lot. That's the thing. Is for having the ball that long. It's like, what the fuck were we doing the whole time? But I thought CJ didn't play bad. Nico Collins had good numbers today. He played good. Schultz played good today, right? And I mean, CJ didn't throw no picks. He didn't even throw nothing that almost got picked, other than a tip at the line. I mean, he held the ball too long for a couple sacks that were kind of on his own. But I mean, he didn't play bad, I don't think. I'm about to say something that might sound retarded to most people. Well, probably everybody. But, like, fuck trying to run the ball. We're better when we don't rely on it, I think. Like, in the first half, he was throwing the ball good because we weren't trying to run the ball. Last year, we played that way and we did good. I don't know. I would prioritize the pass over the run, to be like if I was playing Madden with these fools.
It's good to have the run game there though this year as opposed to most years.
But you don't. What are y'all talking about?
I mean, Mixon's been doing a lot better than most other running backs that we've had. That's all I'm saying by it.
So
no, but you just said we have a run game now opposed to last year. This motherfucker had like 11 carries for 22 yards before he busted one from 30. That's what last year was.
Yeah. But at the same time, we didn't have a running back running 3 in almost every game for the most part.
He did that against Dallas. Like, that shit don't count. Like, Singletary would put the ball in the end zone every now and again.
Is this the blame for Slowick though? Like,
it can't be just Slowick though.
Because I feel like,
I mean, because he ran the ball in the second half, and that's kind of how we got through that. To be honest, like,
yeah.
Because once he prioritized it in the third quarter, Mixon put a ball in the end zone. But I'm saying, like, instead of trying to open up the pass with the run, let's open up the run with the pass and get some of these fuckers off the line with our receivers. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we're going to do it in the invert, like the opposite way. Because it's not like you're using that bullshit run game for play action anyway. We didn't run one play action today, not one. Count it. And
I know whose fault it is. Like, it's not Slowick's. It's all Azeez Al Shaair's fault. That's what everyone is saying right now.
You know whose fault it is? You know whose fault it is? It's D'Amico's fault. Because let me tell you how I know that there's like a disconnect between them coaches. And when I say disconnect, I don't mean like these fuckers got beef, like they're beefing. It's like the right hand and the left hand ain't working together. Because if you go back and look at the set of downs after Stingley picked the ball, you're 3rd and 2, and in midfield, and you throw an ugly fucking back shoulder fade that was short on 3rd and 2, bro. Right, and then you go for it on 4th down and you run the ball, which you should have done on 3rd down. So your shit's backwards, but it's like to slow it. He's like, I don't know if this is 4 down territory to you, so I don't know if I'm making the right call. And then you make me look like a piece of shit by going for it, and we get it with what I would have done in the first place had I known I had 2 chances at it. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. So like, you just got. I think they have to communicate better. Yeah,
and. I mean, when they asked D'Amico about the bye, how important it was, he was like, hey, we're tired. Like, we're about to have a gauntlet of, 3 games in 10 days or some shit. So he's like, we need a rest. We need to go and, look up some stuff. He goes, because I'm 14 weeks. I mean, you're just next game, next game, holidays, next game. And then you throw in, of course, what NFL players do, the fucking food drives and the toy drives and all this and that. It's like the family time. It adds up. So 14 weeks of it, you're finally getting a break. Hopefully something changes and out of the bye. But as for now, it's like there's some good, there's some terrible.
No, it's like D'Amico said. They asked him like, what are you most afraid of today? And he was like, the Texans. Like, we're gonna get in our own way at some point. So just clean it up, like you said earlier. Just clean the shit up, one play at a time. Worry about what you're doing now, and we'll stop beating ourselves. Because we should have blown them fools out today. We should have had 40, I think, with how easy we were moving the ball. That equaled up to nothing.
What? When we did the first 2 drives and got up with field goals, I was like, this is going to be a long fucking day. Like, it's going to be a long fucking day.
But, like, because we're going to talk about the hit, that's why I feel like.
And I'll play the clip.
I'm not saying that the hit. Go ahead and play the clip. Like, I'm not saying that the fucking hit was clean. You could never say anything to make me convinced it was clean. But I cannot sit here and let you tell me that play was dirty, because for it to be dirty, that means you had intent to hurt him. Like, I want to fucking take you out, that was a competitive ass play. I think, like, if within the context of the game, it was like a grinded out fucking game at that point, and he just made a play. And that, I mean, that's like the 3rd time he done that this year. That's just who Azeez is, but it's never fucking with ill intent. So like, suspend him for whatever the fuck you want to, but like, don't call him dirty, because there's a difference to me.
Yeah, you could see he was just already lunging when he slid is all it was. But he caught him on the head, and with the new fucking head injury rules that they have this year, it's always going to be,
I think,
that was on
here's
purpose.
the thing is, I agree with you, but Trevor gave him every indication he was about to. So like, I believe in my heart he could have pulled off of that. That's the only reason I'd be like, I don't fucking hate y'all for hating on him for it, because if you would have did that to our quarterback, my coach wouldn't have said nothing to me, because I'm coming to cheap shot years in the 3rd. Like, I wouldn't have told nobody. I would have just done it. But I get it. I mean, it was their fucking quarterback.
So let's see.
Oh, there's no doubt that Trevor represents that well. Oh my, that'll be Al Shaair.
So
instinct was to blame Trevor Lawrence for being sliding. So, but it's like, nah. I mean, I think he could have pulled off that. The funny thing is if you go back and watch that play from the angle from the end zone, probably 3 steps before Trevor Lawrence was about to slide and Azeez was about to lunge, as they were gathering, Kamari Lassiter went, oh no, like he knew it was about to be a train wreck and we were about to call something. And he fucking hit him, and Lassiter was like, fuck, I knew that was about to happen. So that's why I'm not even mad about it. The whole team knew it was about to happen.
Yeah.
You can't fucking run this fucking hardest hit linebacker we got and think you're not about to get blasted on.
I mean, we talk about it. There's players in the league that play one way. And I mean, if we're being honest, some of these defensive dudes, they're crazy. Like, there was a video. There was a video. If I can find it, I'll put it in while I'm talking. Y'all can watch it. MJ Stewart was warming the fuck up, and they were playing a song, and everybody's doing this shit, and he fucking headbutt the shit out of Phillips next to him. And Phillips like, what the fuck? And he's like, calm down, bro. And he's just like, and everybody was like, yeah, he's gonna destroy somebody today. But it wasn't him today. But it's just like, yeah, some of these dudes they're playing the game like with the intent, like, I'm taking you or that ball down. And I mean, I get it, because there was a few people around the league that were like, hey, look, it's tough because of this. You know, the quarterback could have ran out of bounds, but he went in and he's sliding. But at the end of the day, you know he's gonna slide. But then as a player, you're like, I gotta make the play and stuff. So it's like, but don't use the forearm, don't use this. So it's like there's a back and forth, and you feel like the people that are trying to defend Azeez as his character, they're like, hey, this is not, this is not the person he is. And could he have done something differently? Of course, and all that stuff. But also there's that fine line of football where it's like, it could have been a lot worse. I've seen a lot worse.
I'm saying it's a competitive thing. Like, you don't realize what, like, in the moment, all I could think of was like, I gotta stop that ball. Yeah. Because like a defender, if you don't play defense, you can't think like a defender. And I don't mean like strategically, I mean like aggressively, because all that quarterback has to do is gain an extra yard after we take this hit and he looks good, right? If I let you get anything, it's a bad reflection on me as a defender, and I don't get to keep my spot. So that defender's thing is like, I had to stop you in your tracks. So he's taught to fucking kill, you know what I'm saying? And that's what he did. It's like, I'm not condoning it, but fuck it. If he did it again, I still wouldn't be mad.
We as Texas fans live by his stuff.
That's just how fucking football goes. Like, I played defense for years. That's just the way it is.
You go get dirty. I mean, shit's gonna happen. Hey. It's football. Dirty. It's football. I mean, no offense, Tua's been throwing up gang signs.
Let me ask you this. I was about to say that. Do you think that the narrative of the story is a lot to do based on the imagery, because he got popped and his hands immediately got locked?
Yeah.
Like, his hands were locked like Diddy. So like that, we all knew that it was bad. So like, that's what I'm saying. Does the imagery of the hit make it worse than what it actually is?
Yeah. When I first saw it, I was like, oh shit, that's bad. And then they replayed it, and I was like, that's not like it. I mean, yeah, you don't go for the head, bro, but it's not as bad as they're making it sound now. Like, I've seen.
Well, the cheater in me immediately started making excuses for him, and I was like, oh, well, Trevor Lawrence slid bad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That was my initials. Like, that's the defense we're going with. But I still realized he could have pulled up. But it's like you said, bro, it's a contact sport. This is a game of collision.
It happens like in basketball. I see dudes put their foot under a dude when he's coming down. It's dirty as shit, but it happens. Yeah. And it's like, I mean, the thing is with Azeez, I feel like it's because of what he's done this season, the punch against Roshan and Chicago, and then all that stuff. I think he has that kind of Draymond Green like stigma now to people.
He's getting it. I don't want to say he has it yet, but also it's like, what the fuck do you expect? The dude's like a Tasmanian devil. He's out there with either his motor is at nothing or he's full fucking throttle. You know what I mean?
He's exactly like the dude on the Replacements, the one that's like, go get me the football, I'll get you the football. And the coach is like, I hope he doesn't kill somebody.
Yeah, but he's fucking more capable of killing somebody.
Yeah.
You told us at the beginning of the season, hey, you gonna love him play, but he kind of retarded.
I told you from the moment we got him, I knew who he was, bro. You know what I mean? And it's like, you can't change him, like, because that's the dude you want on your side. This month, bro, you think he'd give a fuck if they wanted to start a fight? He didn't give a fuck. He's like, I already fought on the sideline by myself. I'll do it again. I don't give a fuck.
the O lineman started fighting. He took his helmet off and he was like, "What's up? What's up?" Then they start throwing stuff at him, and the fans start throwing stuff at him, and he was like,
Alice in the Palace all over again.
"That's what it looked like." It was securing him and everything, and they're throwing shit at him. I was like, man.
Miko pulled him off to the side. He's like, "You gotta get out of here."
I mean, I did like though how Will kind of like stepped in and was like, "Hey, bro, calm down, bro. Like, you gonna get ejected."
No. There was absolutely no scenario where you wanted him to stay in that game.
No.
If he would have stayed in there, let me tell you what, shit is supposed to happen, and the football gods fucking blessed. He blessed everybody in that scenario. For one, Azeez got taken out. Because if he would have stayed in, I swear to you, until he got taken out of that game, there would have been a fight after every play because he would have got cheap shotted after cheap shotted after cheap shot until they got him the fuck out of the game. 2, by the grace of God, Houston didn't touch that ball again until after half because I swear to God, if you wouldn't have let that team calm down, they were about to cheap shot CJ. I know they were going to do it because I would have done it. We all would have done it. It's what you want in that moment. But they had halftime to calm the fuck down and understand the situation and kept our quarterback clean.
He took some pop. That one pop he did take. That first one,
Walker popped his ass.
Yeah. I was like, oh,
yeah,
shit.
Guess who got beat again? Oh, Shaq Mason.
Yeah. Them big dudes, I guess y'all didn't eat enough on Thanksgiving or you ate too much. I don't know. Oh, stone feet motherfuckers, but.
Nico had a good game. He caught pretty much everything. Show had a good game. He almost hurdled that motherfucker and took off. And the absolutely player of the game, the reason we won is Robert Woods on that cutback block that opened mixing up for that first down. Won us the game, I think. He's like, let me show these fat ass O linemen how to block on the
run. Well, nobody's going to care about the win. The talk's going to be this hit for at least 3 days in sports. Luckily, college had a lot of shit too, so it just mixes all in. So, because they were like, I don't know what's going on with football nowadays, and it's like, bro, this is
that was the thing. They were gassing that situation up, and it made it sound like a fucking villain.
I was like, y'all are gassing this way too much. Like, I mean, for the Houston fans that are on the other side, there's some that are commenting on our stuff and are like, he needs to be suspended the whole season, and he needs
fuck
to.
You, dog. I need my mic backer. What the fuck are you talking about? Suspended? If it was up to me, he wouldn't be suspended at all. You already missed a half. Like, we're even.
Fine him.
They need to just go watch fucking Ray Lewis highlights and understand that it could be a lot worse all the time.
When I was younger, I was
watch fucking Vontaze Burfict highlights. Watch fucking James Harrison highlights. Watch Bill Romanowski highlights, and then you'll know that Azeez Al Shaair is not dirty.
Romanowski, fuck.
I was like, that could have been a lot worse. A lot worse. Like, a lot worse. And it's just, I mean, I don't want to condone the forearm thing, but it's like, I get it. There's a part of me that understands the competition part of it. This is a division
game. What I always say, you want a player that you have to rope back aside from having to get him going. If you just let him go.
The ones you got to get going, they always hit and miss big time. I'd rather be like, hey, bro, don't do that again. MJ Stewart, WWE people. I'll just rather tell you, hey, don't do that again, bro. Don't do that again. Yeah. I was like, people are like, they're so undisciplined. I'm like, well, I mean, when you're in the heat of the moment, I'm not in front of this dude. I'm not playing.
How do you figure that somebody's undisciplined? When you fuck around and look another man in his eyes and y'all bang and bash and hit each other 70 times, how the fuck do you expect me to behave every time? Like, it's so stupid, bro.
Yeah, at some point,
we can't fucking play a whole game of Monopoly without throwing something at each other, and you want these motherfuckers to do it. And they're so stupid.
People take Uno. It's crazy. All right. Any last words for y'all?
We got a week off.
No, get some rest, bro. Get some rest. Get healthy. Get it together.
Y'all got some tough games coming up. I hope.
But I seen promising things in this team, bro. If they get it together, we're not to be fucked with. Like,
yeah,
the league better hope we don't figure it out around playoff time because they gonna fuck around and find out.
all I'm asking for is first half Detroit Lions game. That's all I'm asking for.
That's not asking for much at all.
No, that's what I asked for. CJ, get your rest. He did say that his mama is always telling him that when he sucks at games and stuff, so keep doing that shit. I'm cool with it. Mama CJ, keep that up.
Sorry, son.
All right. Houston, rest up. We get a bye week. It's going to be boring. We get to watch a bunch of other people's teams, but it's needed. This team needs a break because it is going to then be a gauntlet of games back to back to back. So you will be right here with us. Make sure you like, subscribe, drop your comments, questions down below. We'll probably do some more content just since it's a bye week and we ain't got nothing else to talk about. Follow us on all of our socials. Other than that, all love. Enjoy the cold weather. Screw you, mosquitoes. F you, Lance McCullers. We're out here.